Hey there folks and friends, connecting dots here. It's Saturday, August 30th. Not sure if you caught my video I uploaded yesterday, but I think you should check it out and make a good strong point here how there's lots of life here, sea life, marine life in the Pacific Ocean, more specifically along the west coast here. Numerous articles showing that there's lots of life. So I'm not going to tackle too much of that, although I will get into it at the end of this video here, showing how Energy News is telling you the opposite and taking very crappy report and just twisting the crap out of it, while I actually produce real stories here showing you that it's flourishing all over, even from local fisheries. Go watch the video, and I also introduce you into direct democracy, which will be an ongoing topic here, because if we're going to break through and become free, it's all going to start with direct democracy. Okay, what I do want to mention is, in this video I talk about fecal matter and someone comes out and says, I believe all this fecal matter is coming from Dana's mouth. I think there's no doubt about that, but he's not alone, folks. The latest guy, well actually he's not new, he's been around for a while, is DAHBOO77. Now I'm not into debunking people. In fact, I kind of make my own path and do my own stuff, but I kind of, it's getting to a point now where I realize there's just way too much fear-mongering. And DAHBOO7 knows me very well, by the way. Him and I were actually going to open a website together, but I kind of sat back and watched him for a few more weeks, and I realized, nope, don't want to be part of this. Too much fear-mongering, doesn't do proper research. So this is actually, I hope you folks send this out to DAHBOO7, if you're listening, this is a challenge to you, bro. We're going to actually see who's going to debunk who here, because I'm about to debunk you. A very short video. I'll leave the links down below, by the way, and you'll notice how I don't just show one website. No, I've followed your website, by the way. So he's kind of like Dana here, where he puts a picture up and he's telling you all blah, 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 blah. No research behind it. So I followed the link here, and as soon as I saw it, I'm like, oh, this is the same people that were fear-mongering about this whole Mexican border crap. Anyways, you go read it. Basically he's DAHBOO7's kind of like a newspaper reader. He just picks up these crappy newspapers or whatever and just goes with it, off the handle. So I decided to follow it along here, and thank goodness they do link up some of the stuff. So you go read this story here, and you just got to travel all the way down here, and the truth is down below. But of course, DAHBOO7 is never going to represent this, because it's about fearing you. In that latest video, he's telling you all it's coming after you, and it's mutated 250 times so far, and blah 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 blah. Enough of this. Enough of this. Okay. People don't want this Alex Jones type of fear-mongering. They want real research. So basically here, if you go down the end of this page here, you find out that that Stephen Morse from the University of Columbia goes on to say that this study is really an impressive tour de force. But he says he's not surprised that the virus is mutating so rapidly. He says we've seen this in a number of infections. SARS, for example, another fear-mongering one. Influenza, another one, swine flu. How many of you went running there for a vaccine? And HIV, not to say that that's not a concern, but, again, preventable. He says that very often when a new virus is introduced into the human population very suddenly, it will show accelerated rates of evolution. So, should we be concerned that the virus might pick up a mutation that makes it more contagious or deadly? That's very hard to say. In most cases, the answer would be no. Okay? I'm not going to go on with this stuff. I'm going to leave the links here, folks, and I've already had the cure for Ebola when DAHBOO. I've already debunked you when you first jumped on this stuff, scaring the bejesus out of everyone. I made a video here, and no doubt about it. That was the day after I made the cure. I realized that even Google went and censored the cure for Ebola. Unbelievable. So this comment was left here by Protox Iodize, and basically he's telling you he's not afraid either. Why? Well, if you go watch this video, I talk about how the CIA had said on national television that when asked if there was any natural cure to anthrax or any other type of germ warfare, he clearly said the only thing we found was colloidal silver. And he went on to test it after he quit being the microbiologist at CIA, opened up his own laboratory. He retested again in 1997. Again, the only cure, natural cure. This is why. Go listen to the video. I talk about how NASA, even the astronauts, they take it during their mission training and while they're up in space, and they don't stop taking it until they've landed back on Earth and mission's done. Why? Because NASA can't afford to have their astronauts getting sick. It costs lots of money to train these people for them to go on missions. So there's no doubt about it. The cure's out there, but some people just want to scare you. And I realize, some of you have already asked me this a while back when I was making videos and I used to show energy news, and you were asking, there's probably at least 5 or 6 of you, should we trust energy news? And I'll be honest with you, I was on the fence myself, and I kind of regret having promoted them now because I realize it's turned into just junk, absolute junk. Anyone go watch the video I put up yesterday. Okay, this one here, it'll disprove everything that Energy News is saying in this latest article. There's no doubt about it. The ocean's not dead. It's thriving, in fact, and it's actually thriving specifically here on California coast, on the West Coast. So all this stuff here, Weeping Willow, I hate to say it, but man, oh man, they go promote her video, and I guess she's trying to do the best thing, but they take everything that's said and they scare you. They just go with it. Weeping Willow is the same young lady, or woman I should say, who uploaded these videos telling you that the reactors were on fire. Has anyone stopped and thought, how come these fires always take place at night? How come when we get up the next morning, you're looking at the footage, you never see any smoke on any of these buildings? How come there's work progressing on like it always has? It's because the reactors haven't caught back on fire. Enough with the BS. I hate to say it, but the fear-mongering just goes wacko here, and Energy News is definitely behind it. And, it's very easy to see, folks. Go look who they promote. Often, and this wasn't here back in the day, okay, when I used to make my videos, because if I'd found out that they were promoting Arnie Gunnarsson, the guy who tells you that you can store nuclear energy safely for thousands of years, the same guy who coincidentally Kevin D. Blanche and Beautiful Girl by Dana all call out as a shill, yet they all promote Energy News. Do you understand the conflicting news? Well, here's the thing. You're not going to get conflicting sides here at Connecting Dots. When these people start showing their true colors and start promoting this crap, I'll be calling them out. So if people want to fearmonger and tell you that, it's coming after you, it's only after the blacks now, but it could go after the Irish and all this stuff, Dabu, debunk me. Okay, buddy? My links are down below. Debunk me. I'm tired of this fear-mongering crap. If you want to promote all these crappy news sites, that's up to you. I'm going to debunk you. Anyone who's going to be out here like Alex Jones promoting crap, I'm not going to put up with that stuff. People want truth, okay? That's just the way it is. Okay, folks, go check out this direct democracy because I'm not done with this. This is a topic I guarantee you none of them will ever talk about. They're too much chicken shits to tell you the real truth in democracy, and it lays in direct democracy. I'll be on that in another video. Take care. Hope you enjoy it.